Hey, what is up guys? It's Sky, and I've had some time to put in some real playtime and start to figure out the playing gameplay in Battlefield 1 a bit, and it's radically different from BF3 or BF4. And I know I said I didn't want to edit videos, but I wanted to make this video to tell you what I think is the best setup for flying in Battlefield 1. And it's without a question the trench fighter loadout for the fighter plane. Now there's a number of variables to consider when flying in Battlefield 1. Say you have a tail gunner, then the attack plane is pretty good. It's definitely a lot easier to get kills on strafe runs, but most of the time you're pretty dependent on that tail gunner. And it's nice, you know, if you're a casual player, you just want to get in the air and be productive, you have a buddy that wants to jump in the tail gunner seat with you. But a lot of times I play solo in pubs, and it's kind of hit or miss whether I'm going to get a really nice tail gunner. And then half the time your tail gunner wants to just bail because you don't really get to do a lot in the side seat of the attack plane besides try to shoot down planes that are on your tail. So really I like the fighter plane and the trench fighter loadout, and the reason is the explosive darts. Now I've been on YouTube and I've checked out the official Battlefield 1 forums, and word is that the fighter planes suck, and you might think they do if you're trying to rely on your cannons, your main cannons. Then you're gonna think that tail gunners are OP and the airplane game is horribly imbalanced, when that's actually not really the case. And actually, I'm a traditionalist. I really want to just get on my enemy 6, outmaneuver him, and kill him with my cannons. But whether it was intentional or not, DICE created a highly skill-based way of getting a one-hit kill on attack planes and bombers in a fighter plane and the explosive darts. And only time will tell if DICE plans to nerf them or not. And as you can see here, the trench fighter loadout is awesome on strafe runs. Now you have to be accurate. Neither the cannons nor the darts have any kind of splash, so you gotta nail people right in their head. Oh, also, as you can see in the video, the rounds from the AA turrets actually don't have any splash damage. I think that's a misconception. If you do some barrel rolls, it's pretty easy to get away from the AA turret. You just have to fly smart. A lot of players, especially intermediate pilots, are going to try to lure you, especially if they know they can't outmaneuver you. They're going to just try to lure you to their team's AA turrets. And that's another reason that the explosive darts are so nice, because you don't want to give them a chance to do that. You want to take them out right away. And you'll see another clip of me here dodging some AA turret fire. And you'll see that it's a lot easier than you think. Just don't fly straight. Just do some barrel rolls, and you're actually a lot harder to hit than you think, especially in a fighter plane. You'll see in this next clip here that it's pretty much pointless to fly a bomber if someone on the other team really knows how to fly a fighter plane. Now you'll see that this guy has a tail gunner that knows I'm there and is trying to gun for me, but it's pretty easy to outmaneuver the tail gunner in a fighter plane, and the bomber just doesn't have the airspeed to get away from you. And actually most of the time it's pretty easy to get the jump on a bomber and take them out without even having them return any fire at you. Just take them by surprise. That's how I get pretty much 90% of my kills on bombers, and it's extremely consistent. I can probably get at least 15 kills on people just respawning in bombers over and over. Now attack planes are a little tougher. Attack planes have a lot more airspeed, so if you're trying to outmaneuver the tail gunner, you're not going to be able to catch up to it. Now if they don't have a tail gunner, then you're pretty much free to do whatever you want. But you'll see here, you know, I'm trying to outmaneuver the tail gunner, but the attack plane has enough airspeed to keep you at a distance when you're trying to do this. So in this situation, fly smart, disengage, don't let them lure you into their team's AA turrets. And you see here, I don't really get anything on this strafe run, but I deploy my spot flares, and I get a spot flare assist, and that's something you should be constantly doing with this loadout. Now the bomber killer loadout has a speed boost, and the speed boost is infinitely more useful in a dogfight and in general. One of the best uses is to pull straight up, and you know the speed boost lets you negate some of the disadvantages that you create when you try to climb in regards to your airspeed. Remember what I said in the last video, airspeed is your friend. Now currently in the video I'm engaging an attack plane, and you'll see my preferred way of taking out attack planes. The most ideal way is to try to take it out in a head-on. That way the tail gunner has no sight of you. But I also like to, like you see in the video, just try to engage in a turning battle. And I'm just looking for a cut, an angle, and I'm staying on the move. I'm constantly dumping my energy into a dive and recycling it. And I'll make more videos on energy, but as you see in the video, I'm staying very mobile. That way their tail gunner can't really get a shot on me. And the key here is to not bleed off airspeed. The temptation is to jam on the brakes to try to frame your shot, but remember, airspeed is your friend. Airspeed equals maneuverability. I may slow down a little bit by tapping the brakes, but the key is to keep some of your airspeed so you can actually maneuver. And you see that by staying on the move, you can actually avoid an AA turret and get a kill shot on an attack plane. I think a lot of beginner to intermediate pilots are kind of locked into old school mentality, you know. You'll be chasing attack planes around with your cannons, and time to kill is just too long. And by that time, you know, they'll lure you into their team's AA turrets, or their teammate will just come from behind and disable you right away. And I know most of the stuff in this video is beyond the scope of a lot of players, but I just want to show you guys, and rest assured, I want to make plenty more videos. I got a lot of ideas for episodes of Battlefield Flight School. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks. Catch you later.